Hey everybody, MattRuc here, and welcome back to another episode of Pixelmon and Minecraft. Today we have got a new video from the Pixelmon creators, and let's just jump right into it.
Welcome back to another Pixelmon
This video is a showcase of the new Pixelmon.
Hey Job, we got some Pixelmon live here.
I think that's Xander.
playing Sky Pixelmon.
Back to
You guys know-
So I think this is a tribute. I think it's the 5-year anniversary of Pixelmon. This is so much prettier than what my Pixelmon looks like when I play the game. A group of Pokemon fans love the game so much that they decided to team up with a bunch of Minecraft community coders to create this incredible mod. 5 years later, it has become the best Minecraft mod in the world. You got that right. Honestly, these landscapes are just incredible. More than 2.5 million videos on YouTube, 200,000 members on the forums, 5 million downloads. Look how pretty this is. Oh my goodness. Oh, I think that's the new gyms. One of the new gyms that they implemented. There's Mew. This is so pretty. Holy cow. This is awesome. Alright everybody, we just watched the 5-year anniversary video of the Pixelmon mod. Good work to the people who created this. I think it was probably Xander again. He always does some pretty awesome animations. It looks so much prettier than what I can play it at. I'm so jealous. If I get a new computer, I'm definitely going to look into those texture packs. But anyways guys, it looks like at the very end we had 7 new shadows. And these to me look like they're probably going to be legendaries. So let's kind of go through each of these shadows here. Hey guys, so the first shadow, it looks like it's going to be the Heatran legendary from the Generation 4 series. So it's a Fire Steel type legendary Pokemon. I'll be honest, right off the bat, I do not know much about these legendary Pokemon. I phased out of Pokemon when I got into like middle school, high school, and that's pretty much when these generations were coming out. So let me know in the comments below about these legendary Pokemon. Which ones are awesome? Which ones are like not as cool? So far, Heatran, a Fire Steel type, that's a great combination of moves in my opinion. You can get Fire Blast, Blast Burn, and honestly, a Steel type Pokemon is always a pretty strong Pokemon to begin with. So the next legendary looks like it's going to be Cresselia. Let me bring up the web page real quick. So this Pokemon is a Generation 4 Legendary again, and it's actually a Psychic type. However, I do believe that it does learn Fairy moves too. So the next Pokemon is going to be actually Darkrai. I apologize ahead of time. I am not taking too much time to go into detail with these Legendaries just because although, you know, they're mostly following the Bulbapedia Wikipedia page as far as abilities and stats, I don't want to say for certain that that's what they're going to do, but this is a dark Pokemon. It's going to have a lot of dark moves, Psychic type moves, Ghost moves, and its ability is Bad Dream. I know I didn't go over the abilities for the first few Legendaries, however, I will try to remember to leave a caption as to what their abilities are in the video, so hopefully you guys won't be too mad at me about that. The next Legendary that they show is going to be Dialga. Now this is where I started to get pretty excited just because this is actually a Dragon type. It's a Steel Dragon type, obviously Generation 4 again. These actually have hidden abilities. So previous Legendaries do not have hidden abilities, they just have one set ability. So I don't know if they're going to implement these hidden abilities as a potential in the game. That might make these extremely rare, and like different Legendaries will be extremely valuable just because they have these hidden abilities, or they might make these hidden abilities like their standard ability. I'm not sure what they're going to do with it. Again, this is a Steel Dragon type, so you're going to have to expect Dragon and Steel type moves on it. The next Legendary is going to be Palkia, and I just noticed this in the shadow. You can actually see its eye, and to me it just looks like it's pissed off right now. But let's take a look at it. It is a Water Dragon type, so a Dragon type. I'm always excited about having more dragons in the game. Let's take a look at this real quick. Generation 4 Legendary. It's got Telepathy again as a hidden ability. Again, I don't know if they're just going to make the hidden ability as the standard ability for these Legendaries. Otherwise, it could make some of these Legendaries extremely valuable and rare to people who are looking for the very best. It looks like Palkia gets a new move too, Spatial Rend. I don't think that's in the game yet. And that could mean that potentially we'll get a bunch of new Pokemon moves with this update that they're going to be bringing to us. So that's pretty awesome. The next one, it looks like it's going to be Girantina. I apologize if I'm butchering these names. It looks like the origin form, though. It doesn't look like this altered form. So maybe they'll have... Maybe either one of the next shadows is its altered form, or maybe they'll have an item like the Meteorite for Deoxys to change its form. Again, Generation 4, it's a Ghost Dragon type. That's an interesting combo, Ghost Dragon type. So I wanted to take a look at its moves real quick because it was a Ghost Dragon type, and it looks Shadow Force I don't recognize, and I mean it gets Aura Sphere. That's a really strong move. Destiny Bond, so that's a Gengar move. Hex. I want to look at these. So I looked at Shadow Force, and it looks like it is this Legendary's signature move, and oh my gosh. According to this description, it's going to be really almost overpowered. It gets rid of any effects that are protecting the Pokemon you're attacking. And it's like a 2-turn attack, almost like Solar Beam. So you actually vanish for the first turn, which makes it sound like you will be essentially invincible for that turn. And then the second turn, it hits the Pokemon and negates any of the guarding moves that it might have on it. So that's really sweet. Definitely, maybe even overpowered. I don't want to say that too soon, but that could be really powerful. The next Legendary that they introduce or show as a shadow is Arceus, and he's actually just a normal type Pokemon, which I'm a little surprised by. I'm surprised he's not a dragon like the other ones. Generation 4 normal type. I want to actually go take a look at his moves real quick. So as you can see here, they are Generation 7 moves. However, it's mostly normal type moves. There are a few Psychic types. It looks like you can learn a ton of different typed moves, I guess. Holy cow, you got a lot to choose from, let's just say that. I want to check out this Judgment move really quick. So it looks like Judgment, it's a level 100 move that Arceus would learn. It looks like the type changes depending upon which plates Arceus holds, so that must be a new feature that they're going to have to implement into the game as well. But it's 100% accuracy and has a power of 100, so it's definitely a strong move, and you can change the type to whatever your Pokemon is holding, so it could be twice as effective against certain Pokemon. And there you have it, guys. Those are the 7 new Legendaries that are going to be implemented. It does not specify what day or date or approximate time period that they're going to implement them. I would have to imagine that somewhere around the end of the school year or the start of summer vacation is probably when they're going to bring it around. It seems like the last big update that they had was implementing the Generation 6 starters, which happened actually at the start of winter, so that was almost 6 months ago. And it seems like every few months they add another pretty big update or more Pokemon, stuff like that, to the game. This is obviously excluding any hot fixes or cool fixes, I guess, that they add, you know, to fix bugs or whatnot. Anyways, guys, I will leave the link to this video in the description below. I certainly love it. It gives me chills seeing this because honestly, the animations, the graphics in this video are incredible. It's really quite beautiful. So kudos to the person who takes the time to animate these and actually make these videos. And I want to thank, you know, they're thanking us in the videos for playing the game, but honestly, if any of you see any of the developers, any of you play with the developers, anything like that, give them a big thanks for supporting the mod, because without them, we would not have such an incredible game to spend all of our time on. And honestly, thank you guys so much. I know probably no developers will be seeing this besides like Jay, but thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. This game is a blast to play. I've spent way too much time on it, but I've had fun playing it, especially with all the friends that I've met on the game. So thank you again so much for this. Anyways, thank you so much for all the hard work you guys do. And yeah, if you guys like the video, please hit that like button. And again, I will link this video in the description below. So make sure you go check that out. Give them your support. And I'll talk to you all next time. Bye, guys.